Okay, sorry about the very weird camera angle, but I'm doing it so that I've got as much light as possible on my face. Then what you're going to do is take some lash glue and choose your first piece of fake glass and apply the lash glue along the flat edge. Don't worry if you get lash glue on the sides, because when it's dry you won't see it. And then just stick that on your face, hold it in place. You might have to hold it for a little while till the lash glue starts to go tacky. Okay, like that. It's hard to see in this light. There's the piece of glass sticking out. Oops. Okay, so that's the first piece of glass stuck in. If I put my hand there, you might just be able to see it there. Then I'm going to take some more pieces. Just put the lash glue on and then hold them into place until they stick. And they will stick. You just have to hold them for a bit. They'll be more stable once you've put the lash glue and stuff and the cotton wool and that around it. This is the bit that takes the longest, because you've got to hold them all on so that they stick in place. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to carry on sticking on the little bits of plastic, just sort of in a random sort of pattern, and then I'll come back and show you what to do next. Okay, so I've got to the stage where I've stuck all the pieces of plastic on. Just got this one's a bit loose, but never mind. And then what I'm going to do is take some cotton wool, just very small pieces. You could just add layers of liquid latex around the edges to make the wounds if you like, but I'm doing it without latex, although there is latex in this lash glue, I might add. Take little pieces of cotton wool and add them to either side of the piece of fake glass. You could use scar wax or latex if you wanted. I'm just going to do it this way. Hoping you can see what I'm doing. So either side of the glass, I'm just putting a line of lash glue and then a little line of cotton wool. Okay, so I've got to the stage where I've stuck all the bits of fake glass on and I've put lash glue and cotton wool either side to blend it in a bit. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of concealer. This is just a little NYC concealer. Take some of that on the tip of my finger, and I'm going to apply that over the top of cotton wool just to get rid of the white. Okay, so I've put concealer as best as I can on the areas of cotton wool, and all I'm doing now is I'm taking a baby wipe, and if I've got any lash glue or concealer on the plastic, I'm just wiping that off. Don't matter if so much if you've got like big chunks of cotton wool or anything on, because we can pretend that that's all dried blood on the glass later. But it's just if you've got some bits where you don't want them, you can wipe it off. But this bit is quite cloudy. Okay, I'm just taking some face powder. This is just my old Maybelline Dream Matte powder, and a small brush, and over the top of the cotton wool and lash glue and concealer, just applying a bit of powder. It lightens up the concealer a bit, and also make sure everything is dry. So if you've got any last little bits of lash glue that isn't quite dry, this will dry it up for you. So it looks like that so far. Then I'm going to use my good old Sleek Chaos palette. Take the red brown, apply that over the top of all that lash glue and powder and everything. And obviously we want to make the area look swollen, so what I'm doing is around sort of where my eye socket sticks out, I'm sticking the powder underneath there, and that will make it look like it's sticking out a bit. But obviously don't have any straight edges. If there's any edges that look straight, just dab over them with the brush to break them up a bit. If you can hear voices, don't worry, it's just my neighbour's got his window open, I think. So I can hear him talking. You just want to make it look all red. Then I'm going to make it look like my eye's swollen, so I'm going to just go in the corner there. This by shading this bit here instantly makes it look like the bridge of my nose is swollen and sticking out. Just going along here, it starts to make it look like that's swollen. In the crease of the eye, I'm going to go around here. Starts to make it look like it's more swollen and sore. Just go around here. It starts to make it look like it's sticking out. I'm gonna then if I add a bit of shade in here, it's going to help add to the puffiness of my cheeks. It starts to make it look like it's more swollen out. and a bit here. Because obviously if you've got a whole bunch of glass in your face it's going to look swollen. I'm going to add some red to my lips. Make it look like my face is really battered. I'm going to take a tiny touch of black just to sink in those shadows a bit more. Here I've got food colouring and liquid glucose, and I'm just adding a little bit of blue food colouring. I want to make it look darker. I'm just going to wipe the handle of my brush off that I used to mix the food colouring. Then take a thin brush and just apply the blood where you want it. Now first of all I'm going to make it look like there's little sort of cuts here and there, because if it was flying glass then tiny little bits would have cut as well. Then around by the glass I'm going to put plenty of fake blood. So yeah, basically that's it. That's how to make it look like you've got pieces of glass stuck in your face. Hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Don't forget to thumbs up, comment and subscribe.